So Elizabeth Warren looking like tonight's shaping up not very well. I see Mike Bloomberg at Mike Bloomberg headquarters here. And when he starts talking, we may dip in there. But Karl, your thoughts on him as we watch him in the arena now?
Well, he's certainly spending a lot of money per delegate. He's got, looks like right now, 26 delegates out of North Carolina, if his percentage holds, 18 out of Alabama. And he has only spent billions and billions and billions and billions to get them. So, yeah, expensive cost. His return on investment's not very high. Can I add on Elizabeth Warren? Nobody has ever been nominated for president who did not have sufficient support in their state. And for her to come out of this, there's no way to recover from this. In the modern era, you have to go back to the early 1800s to find somebody who is not liked in their home state. But in the era of primaries and caucuses, nobody has ever been nominated for president who did not have strong support in their home state.
So she can't make that case going forward, staying in for Milwaukee?
Voters are practical, and if the people who know you best don't like you, even if there are explanations for that, it's going to be hard to say, well, my people in my own state that I represent rejected me, but you ought to adopt me and support me. Hard to do.
You know, Michael Bloomberg made a strategic decision to get into the race on Super Tuesday. I thought that was a mistake, and tonight it's bearing fruit. He's not picking up a lot of delegates. I recognize he's picked up a few, but to spend $500 million and come up with less than 100 delegates tonight? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. And you look at his team, Karl, a lot of people on his team who have a lot of experience in politics.
Very smart
He
people.
has basically every single thing you would want in the package, right? Except it's fascinating that you have to be able to sell it. Didn't do well in the debates. I think by most people's estimation, did pretty well in the town hall last night. But the comment that I heard the most was, why didn't he do that 3 months ago?
Right. Well, look, in politics, the moment matters. And
yes.
The moment is that he was counting on Biden collapsing, and Biden in South Carolina did not collapse. Imagine what would have happened today if Biden had collapsed in South Carolina. What would have been,
yes.
All those people would have been moving to Bloomberg.